it's a bloodline. A lot of our show has to do with bloodlines, you know, and who descended from who and what and where and family and what your family gives you and how you become what you are, and the werewolf curse is in keeping with that.
Did you get some new tattoos?
Oh Lord. Okay, so we're standing in the autograph signing, and we have silver pens, and Ian was messing with me and wrote "I love Damon" on my arm, and before then I felt bad about Paul, and I said, Paul, look what Ian just wrote. I don't want you to think that I'm taking side here. So he added the word "sometimes," so now it's "I love Damon sometimes," and then Nina, of course, had to get in her word, and so she wrote Team Catherine and Elena. So now I look like a strangely silver tattooed freak, and I can't get it off my skin.
Back to the speculation as to the area of Mystic Falls. Like maybe there's something about it that's drawn all these supernatural entities for a reason. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, and ultimately, that notion is what got Kevin and me to want to do the series in the first place, because in the books, I think in the books it was a huge Civil War battle that shed a lot of blood, and because of all the blood that had been shed from the soldiers, there was just sort of a heightened hotbed of activity, and when we read that, we thought, this is a show that can be more than just these characters and just these creatures, because this town, for whatever reason, draws that kind of element in, and the deeper the series gets, and hopefully we'll be able to hold off as long as possible, but the deeper the series gets, the more we'll start to get a sense of what other elements might be either long gestating in this town or coming to town because it's got the strong supernatural pull.
So poor Aunt Jenna, she went to bed that night with what she thought was her niece downstairs and her brother-in-law in the kitchen, now dead. And
Yeah.
she went upstairs, maybe committing suicide, maybe not. What's her journey going to be like this season?
Well, Jenna is going to remain blissfully in the dark. Actually, we'll learn in the first episode that she was actually out talking to the fire marshal when all this went down. So she was not, at least sleeping through the tornado of Catherine. Catherine sort of said, "Oh, you need to go downtown and talk to the fire marshal." And so we'll learn that Catherine actually lured Jenna out of the house before all the craziness happened. So, one of the most important things in a series like this, in our opinion, is to keep some of our characters and some of the people that live in our world in the dark. As infuriating as it can be, or as silly as it can get, it's actually very human, and it keeps the character very human. And so characters like Matt and Jenna, for now, are going to be those characters that just sort of are like, hey, that was weird.
Does that provide conflict though with her and Alaric, that he knows and she doesn't?
Well, that's the big problem in the relationship. That's going to be the thing. No matter how strongly Alaric is drawn towards Jenna, there does become a certain point when you say, well, wait a second, I'm entering into something here when everything is built on a lie or at least an absence of the truth. And so that's going to be a big source of conflict for his own character as well.
What are we going to see? What are we going to see from Bonnie and Tyler, who are taking on bigger roles this season?
We're gonna see Tyler. I know Kev touched on it. Tyler is, and I heard him say the last part of it, which I loved, which I'm going to repeat because it was really good. Tyler spent all this time asking questions, why am I the way I am? And then very early in the season, he's going to learn the answer to that. And the struggle upon learning the answer to that he's a recipient of this curse. And the period of time between learning that and actually the curse itself being triggered is going to be a really dark, interesting time for him, because everything that comes along with it, there's a little bit of a wish fulfillment there. There's a little bit of a hey, maybe I could be this, and maybe it wouldn't be that bad, but what does it involve, and what would I become? And there's a great stuff for his character. And then Bonnie, of course, Bonnie is stronger than ever. Like, Bonnie is kind of kicking ass and taking names. And Bonnie's going to be confronted with a lot of those issues of, you people are my friends, but I fundamentally have an issue with who you are. So how do I balance that? How do I balance my friendship with you with my flat out distaste for vampires and what they've done to me, and a long line of the witches and all that. So.
Sorry, we really need to switch. Okay, thank you.